I'm not sure exactly what wine pairs well with the Department of Transportation hip hop. You had to be there, I guess, but I'm hoping it's one of the ones we're about to taste. I'm told there are 3 wines to try, plus some autumn champagne, also known as apple cider. And who better to tell us about them than the woman who's brought them right into our studio?
That would be sommelier, wine educator, lifestyle writer, and always welcome guest on BK Live, Sarah Tracey, whose expertise is there for all to see on her website, The Lush Life. Great to have you back with us again, as always, Sarah. Thank you.
Always great to be here. Always have so much fun.
Woo-hoo, so do we. Start us off.
Script right now.
Throw it all away.
So, fall is here, and it has some sad news.
What?
Rosé is leaving.
Rosé season is over. It's done.
Really? Do we
Yes.
have to stop drinking? Is that like passive?
You don't have to, but
Yeah.
rosé is so iconic of the summertime lifestyle. Think about your lobster rolls and your beaches and your rosé.
I am thinking about them, Sarah. I
Let's
don't want to let go.
Let's let it go, and let's actually do something really cool and different for fall. So I'm actually going to stand up and say the new rosé for fall is actually, it's not a red wine.
What is that?
It's not a white wine.
It's a pie not something.
It's an orange wine.
What is an orange wine make? What is this?
Okay, so orange wine
What is this sorcery?
is the perfect way to transition, I think, into fall because
Thank you.
So,
basically, cheers, guys.
Oh, it smells good.
cheers.
The secret to orange wine is that red wine is made by fermenting the grape juice with the skins in the tank. So all of the color in a red wine is coming from the skins of the grapes.
Yeah.
White wine, generally, the grapes are pressed right away, and you're only working with the juice. With an orange wine, you're taking white grapes, fermenting them on the skins, like you would a red, and then you come up with a beautiful copper-colored orange wine.
Why
So this
doesn't
is
it
just
get
from
so
a white
red?
grape.
Oh,
Yep,
white
so-
grape with the
White
little
grape,
their
green
skin.
grape.
Okay.
Yeah. So, white wine
we
lovers
learned
can
this
get
one.
behind it.
Yeah.
Red wine lovers can embrace it.
Sarah, this is a great transitional because
Yeah.
it has a lightness of the rosé, but it's not so light.
You know, I think about texture for fall. You want to put on like a cozy sweater, like a nice, woolly scarf, or a leather jacket.
As seen here.
This is a way to kind of bring that beautiful kind of texture into your white wine by going through an orange wine. This is from Etem's. It's a Pinot Grigio, actually.
How much is this going to set us back?
$13.95.
Good job.
So
Confused about why this is not a rosé, or it is a rosé.
But look at
Rosé is made from
hold it
red
up. Can you
grapes.
show us
got it. From
And
the red
orange
grapes.
wine is made from white grapes.
white
From the white
grapes.
grapes. Perfect.
With a
Hold that
little
up
skin
again.
content.
Let people see the color. Like it
yeah.
really, it is because it looks pinky in the bottle.
Yeah.
But like here in the glass, you see. Dr.
Yeah, it's
Hayes,
like a
it turns
copper
little-
color.
Yeah. It's good.
Ramato, I actually think means copper. Or something along those lines in Italian.
Sweet.
I'm not fluent in Italian, but I do love the wine. I could drink this orange wine all day.
This is a good daytime drinking wine. It's
Yes.
like your fall rosé. Like it really, I sense that
I
transition.
think we can make the trend happen.
Okay, I'm not mad
Between
about
the three
that.
of us, we'll spread the love for orange wine
It's
all
the
over Brooklyn.
corduroy of wine. It's your
Yep.
transition you right into fall. Get with it, people.
There you go.
All right, what's next?
Up next,
Favorite.
we're going to do a red wine for fall. I feel like you want to still kind of keep it a little bit light.
Yeah.
We have plenty of time to get into our deep, dark, rich, bold
Yeah.
fireplace wines. We'll leave that for December, January.
Fireplace wines.
But think about
new one.
like a fall picnic.
Yeah.
What would you want to have in your picnic basket?
Right.
I chose this wine. It's called Zweigelt.
There you go.
Guys, repeat that after me. Zweigelt.
Zweigelt.
It's an Austrian red
Zweigelt.
wine.
Austrian.
Screw cap makes it very nice to have on a picnic.
Exactly.
Indeed.
Very user friendly, but
Classic.
this wine is just so easy to drink.
Yeah.
It is light. It's a little bit spicy. It's got a lot of ripe cherry flavors on it, and I just think it's a fabulous fall red.
And where is it from again?
It's from Austria.
Austria.
And I just like to say Zweigelt.
Zweigelt. Zweigelt. Sarah, do you think we'll
Sounds
ever
very
fully
Eastern
stop
Bloc.
using cork?
No.
No, it's never going to
Cork's
happen.
never going to go away, but I think that a lot of people don't understand that screw caps have a function. Sometimes corks can get infected with bacteria that can actually
affect
spoil
the
the
wine,
wine.
yeah.
So the reason screw caps were invented were to kind of prevent that corkage from ever happening to your bottle. So when you buy a screw cap wine, you can have that confidence that the wine is never going to be bad.
Yeah, and you're also
Get
saving
it
the planet.
outside.
And it's very eco-friendly as well, which is kind of a nice little perk of a screw cap. So my message to those at home, don't be afraid of the screw cap. Embrace it, love it.
And don't give someone the side eye when they show up at your dinner party with the screw
know
cap.
what?
It's grown up thing.
Screw caps don't indicate quality at all. I've had amazing wines out of screw cap, and I've had really bad wines out of natural cork, and the opposite is also true. So, I don't know.
Your mind.
Open your mind.
How much is this one going to set us back?
This is $12.
Oh, it's getting better. It's
right?
13 and
So
12.
nice,
This
so
is
light.
good. So it's served. It's a little. It's
Little
not
chilled.
as warm as because
Chilled.
I thought. So you chilled this one.
I did, yeah.
What's the rule? Because I always thought red should be room temperature and the white should be cooler.
Well, red should
I'm making it
technically
up.
be what we call cellar temperature. Think about your
a little
cellar
colder
cooler
than-
than the rest of your home.
She has a cellar. I live in a one-bedroom apartment. Hello.
And so I would say,
have a cellar?
55 to 60 degrees is great for a lot of red wines. Kind of the rule is the lighter bodied the red, it can kind of take a little more
little more
chill.
chill?
So I love like a light bodied red like this for fall, just like a
So you
tiny bit
wouldn't
of
do
chill on it.
your you wouldn't do that fireplace wine later in the year as chilled as this.
Yeah, I
guy
would
can
probably
go.
serve that more like 60 degrees.
Okay.
This is about 55.
Is that cellar? Is that above cellar or below cellar?
It depends on your cellar.
Mid-cellar.
Depends on your cellar. I knew she was going to say
Or
that.
if you don't have a cellar, what I did was I actually just popped this in the fridge for about an hour. And I pulled it out like 20 minutes before opening, and it was just right. So you don't need a cellar or a fancy wine fridge to get your right wine in the
see?
right.
Okay, another news you can use thing about the whole breathing thing is that some like if Mel was coming over, she's not very discerning, but
Yeah.
if you had
Oh.
her boyfriend is, if they were coming over
Yeah.
and you had to crack a bottle, how far ahead should you open it before your guests are expected to enjoy it?
Depends on the wine.
Yeah.
They're all kind of different. You could ask 100 sommeliers that question and probably get 100 different answers.
What about that trick of putting it in the blender to aerate it? Is that a thing? I see it on the internet. So am I
Sure.
going to
Where
ruin
does
wine?
he get this stuff?
It's on the internet.
Aerating a wine,
Yeah.
all you really need to do, you don't need a fancy aerator or a blender. You just really need to pour it out of the bottle into another vessel. It's called decanting the wine. You can use a fancy crystal decanter. You can use a flower vase. I mean, really anything that holds liquid is
How many
functional
times
as a
should you
decanter.
do it back and forth? Just the once? Or if you really want to impress them, should you go like 5
I
times?
just do one time.
Just once.
If you have a really old vintage wine that's been, trapped in the
up
bottle
forever.
for 20 years,
Oh, yeah.
you might want to decant it further ahead of time. But honestly, 90% of the wines that we go to the wine
Just
shop
give
and
it
buy,
a swish swash.
yeah, they don't
fine.
need a really long decanting time on them.
Gotcha.
All right, let's move on.
All right. So I have a very exciting addition to our fall wine lineup, which is a box wine.
Sarah, it's like you read our
Oh, yeah.
minds.
Promise we were talking about, we didn't even know what you were bringing, but we were talking about box wine before and how you don't really get tested out box wine. Like when you go to the shops, they always have the bottles
Right, you
and
never
stuff.
taste the
So I'm
boxes.
always wary of investing because
In
it's
4 bottles
Right.
of
Exactly.
something
and you
you've
don't
never
really
tasted.
taste it.
Well,
Thank
my
you.
thinking behind bringing this wine today is that for fall, I think a lot of us just want to embrace that last moment of being able to have fun outdoors
It's a fancy box too.
before the polar vortex rolls in, which we know it's going to.
Bite your tongue.
And so if you're going on a fall camping trip or maybe going to a national park to have a picnic, a lot of times glass bottles are prohibited. You can't bring them with you.
true.
So what's a wino to do? Then we still want to enjoy our wine, even though bottles might not be allowed. So I tracked down one of my favorite kind of box wine brands right now. It's called Wineberry.
It's a beautiful box. It's,
It's
not even
so
some
classy
cardboard
looking, isn't
thing.
it? It's not
She's wood.
it's not
Glass
card
all the
Bordeaux.
way.
It's
Cardboard.
it's got a beautiful, like, kind of a wooden embossed case. There are 4 bottles worth of
Right,
wine
it's
in
equivalent
here.
to 4 bottles.
Amazing. So Wineberry is a great brand. They are finding organic, biodynamic wines made from small producers all over the world, and they're packaging them into box. So this is a Côte de Rhône. It's a
Love Côte de
French
Rhône.
wine, so cheers to that. And
Cheers.
Domaine La
Santé.
Garrigon. Oh, yeah, santé. Domaine La Garrigon is the producer, but again,
Sachet
totally biodynamic, no chemicals used here,
good.
and they have been family owned since
Yeah.
1920, and they are making wonderful wines, and you can get them from
Quanto
Wineberry in a box
costa?
form.
How much for this sucker?
It's about $54, but
Divided by 4.
that's right. You're getting 4 bottles of wine, so it ends up being about $17, $18
So it's a
range.
fancy box.
It's a little fancy.
But look how impressive
it's
it is.
beautiful.
Yeah, that's really
I think
impressive.
it's really delicious.
It's
good.
really yummy.
It's based on the Grenache grape. I could just
Grenache grape.
drink it all.
And then
day.
how long will this keep once because it's all still vacuum sealed, right? Until
Exactly.
you're actually pouring, it'll.
In my house, about 2 days.
in the
before it would be gone.
larger world, the population.
But yeah, they say 4 to 6 weeks actually.
Oh, wow.
This wine will be drinkable because it's actually in a plastic bag inside the box is what you don't see, and it's vacuum sealed essentially. So gravity moves the wine out.
Right.
No oxygen is hitting the wine. So they say 4 to 6 weeks on this.
Yeah.
So it might be great for a group, but I actually think for a solo drinker that just wants to have a glass of wine with dinner a couple times a week, you can rock this for a month.
So we're in our last moment, so we're gonna let you finish us off.
All right, Autumn Champagne. It's an artisanal cider. This one is from Rochambeau Art Form, very cool bottle. And not all ciders are sweet. This is a hard cider. It's made exactly the same way that wine is made with grapes, but it's made from apples and quince.
Apples and quince. This is going to be down and dirty. We've got 20 seconds to let the people know why they should have this. So
drink it, enjoy it. You can visit me at the Lush Life, and I'll show you all sorts of other great tips and tricks for fall drinking.
Go to the Lush Life. I like it. I like it. It's after these, it is a little. All right. Thank you, Sarah. Visit the Lush Life.
Thank you, Sarah.